Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis, where we are getting very close to the end of this actually. But I do want to continue work on our railroad system that we're beginning construction on. I do want to take trains down this way if we can. Space already occupied. What? Okay, let's try bringing it out straight for a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll bring it to there. And then we'll need to curve it down this direction. Now, I don't really know exactly where this is going to connect in. Maybe we take it underneath here and have it constrained to just this side. Maybe. We might be able to able to utilize this section of the disaster response island. So what we would do then, hypothetically, is we would bring this in here and have this come in down this way. Connect to the cargo airport. That would be the best thing to do there. Is connect it in over here. We could maybe bring this up a little bit to elevate. Bring it in like this. And then connect it like that. Okay, so that connects through there. Then, this would just be a circuit if we connected it here. That's not very useful, though. Definitely going to need this power connecting here. And then I think that we do run this out over here if we can. I want to... Oh, space already occupied, right. We have to take it out straight. Slope too steep. We can do this. Just barely. How sharp can we turn this thing? Can we turn these 90 degrees? No, we can't, but we can do this. And that's potentially good enough. Okay, we take this out then to about here. And then we maybe run it... Can we run it underneath? Like all the way to the ground. Run it parallel a little bit and then run it over here. And then we can run it all the way potentially through here. Like that. Like I said, that's just a circuit. And that doesn't actually help us. We need to have a cargo train terminal. And I do think that the cargo train terminal should be over here. And we should maybe also have a train station. I don't know. Well, actually, over here is probably a bad place for it. Because we don't have good transportation to here from here, right? So we kind of need to have the cargo train station be positioned over in this region. Like maybe down over here. Do you ever wonder how the mailman delivers mail to the whole city? Maybe if we were to take this area out. And we put in the cargo train station here, hypothetically. We'd have to remove a little bit more. We'd have to remove this. But yeah, that could work. So we put in the train station here. Actually, maybe more like here. Yeah, more like that. Okay, and now the question is, what about if we want to exit... What if we want to exit the city? So, I think what we need to do here is we need to construct ourselves a little bit... We can do this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then I want to have this out over here, if we can find a way to do it. space already occupied. What if we can get some height? I mean, that works. It's kind of nuts, but it works for some reason. We'll have to do it for now. Okay. So then this would come down over this direction. We'd want to have this be basically as low as it can be without going underground. We'd bring it over this way. Right? Because this is... Actually, these need to be incoming to the cargo train station, right? Or this would need to be. So we'd need to flip the direction of this. This would all need to be incoming. Okay. And then we could maybe split off from here. It's out of city limits? Oh, I suppose because of the corner. Right. We would have to come in this direction. Slope too steep, but we could bring it in like that. So that would be incoming from the city, although this would probably be bidirectional. This should probably be bidirectional down here. And then this would connect in, so it would be something like this. Bidirectional train tracks can go in or out of the city. And we could maybe also have bidirectional train tracks over here that come and connect over here. So it would be like it would connect in here. Bidirectional train tracks would come along here. And using the curve tool, it would just like follow along kind of like this. And then it would come over like that. And just connect in over here, hypothetically. Probably would need to have some pillar solutions over here. So we would need to maybe raise this up a little higher or come at this a little bit more straight. Turn off angle snapping probably would do the trick, or rather road length snapping. No. No? Okay. We'll just have to go in like this. And then we can bring it in something like that. It's not pretty, but it gets us a connection. And then this is all incoming. So that's how things would get into the city. And then things would get out of the city over here. So using the curve tool, we would curve... That wasn't the curve tool at all. Using the curve tool, we would bring this on out, kind of like this. And then it would connect up over here. Because this is incoming to the cargo terminal. This is outgoing. And then over here, this could potentially split into two. So you could have... I don't want this to be anywhere near this high. I want this to be substantially lower, in fact. It would split off. How high is this? This is quite high. Okay, that space already occupied. We managed to get under it over here. Maybe it would just split off here. So it could split off like this. And so they can go this way or this way. If they come this way, they're trying to exit the city. So then it would come down like this. And just connect in over here like so. That's theoretically viable. And then this would connect in somewhere like that. So that can exit like this, or it can enter. I don't know if they can make that coroner trains, but they can try. I don't think they can. I really, really don't. Okay, this power connection will need to be run across here. So we would need to have this be substantially higher to make the power connect. That is the same height. I did not change the height. I should change the height. Like that. Okay. So now we have this cargo train terminal here. And this connects incoming only right now. So this is going this way. It can go into the terminal. And the terminal splits here. So if it wants to go from the... Well, this could then split here, right? I mean, we could have these be bi-directional. Just regular train tracks rather than one way. That may be for the best. These do have 2 sets of tracks. So, the answer here is I'm an idiot. Uh-huh. That's pretty typical, though. Well, let's get some of this done. So we take that out of there, and we're going to be replacing these with bidirectional tracks. Like so. Okay. Now I don't know if we have to set up train tracks the same way that we did metros, but I guess we'll find out. So all of these areas with one-way tracks should honestly not exist anymore. So we can make some of these a little bit more pretty. I mean, it's train tracks running over water. I'm not sure that there's going to be too much pretty happening here, realistically. So it goes up to here. There we go. We can try to make these curve, I mean, a little bit more gracefully, maybe. Connect in like that. Of course, we need to redo this power line. That should be okay. We get rid of this. And I think we can just connect it in like that. That'll be fine. Okay. So there's this area redone. So next up, we split off here. And then we take all of this train down here. I mean, this will go relatively quickly because we already have this figured out, right? But this should be fine. Connects to there. Excellent. We have it come on up here. I want it to be as low on the water as possible without being underground. Then it connects in here, like so. Excellent. Now this needs to be bidirectional as well, because I am a moron and did not build it correctly, as expected. Okay. So, bidirectional tracks. We want to take this up to here. Excellent. And then parallel to the highway, as before. And then basically straight line it. We've got angle snapping issues here. So we should maybe bring this out a little bit and turn angle snapping back on. Bring this into here-ish. Maybe to about here. Make sure it's as low as it can be. And we can just bring it in like that. We did mess up these power lines, but we can fix that. Easy enough. Okay. Now only a couple more train bits to redo. So we'll get this on out of here. Excellent, and we'll just rebuild it to there for now. So I want to arc this around here. Maybe take this down through here like this. And maybe match this a little bit more closely. And do something like that. That could work. Then we get rid of this. We are going to need to bring this up a few elevation steps, of course. Getting space already occupied, so we're probably going to need to bring this back, actually. Few elevation steps up. It should be specifically 1, 2, 3, 4 elevation steps should do the trick. Okay. Take this over to here if we can. We'll need to find a way to get this over. Can't just connect it directly in. We can do maybe something like that. Now we've got slope too steep. I think we might be a little higher than we need to be here. So just bring this in about like that. Fantastic. This area here didn't manage to get rezoned somehow. We'll get that redone quick. And now we will get this redone. Excellent. Go ahead and use the curve tool to get that in. Fantastic. Okay. Now I don't think we need... Well, this is a train line. But this is specifically for passenger trains, right? Cargo train terminals can't have train stops, but the line can go through them. Yeah. This is just a cargo line. So we don't need to worry about that, I think, for cargo lines. Take it up to this point. Actually, I missed this little bit. Excellent. Curve that into there. Fantastic. Now we'll get this out of here and go underneath. Like so. And then we'll just take this all the way down to, say, right there. Just take it straight down pretty much and curve it in. Excellent. And now we need to get this into the cargo hub. About like so. There we go. Now the question is, are we going to have trains running? Or do I have to set them up in some way? I think it'll automatically run this. Let's just go through. Oh, we didn't build these train tracks. I think we should have a branch off over here, where it comes down, like so, goes underneath this highway, assuming it can. Pretty sure it can. Unless I built that highway as low as possible. Which I think I did. We may have to go over the highway. That's awkward. Okay, well, let's go as high as we can. I think that's maybe overkill. Maybe not. It won't let us do that. Okay. We're going to have to take out this section of bridge then. And we're just going to run this over through here relatively straight. And then we're going to have to navigate this minefield. Maybe something kind of like that. I mean, it works. For some definition of works. Okay, let's go ahead and get this power line fixed while I remember. There we go. Okay. Excellent. And now this highway. So the highway is probably going to have to go up and over, and then reconnect in over here. That is 180 degrees right there. Okay. Is that the correct height? No, it is not. It is absolutely not. that the correct height? It's very hard to see, actually. I think it is? Nope. It is not. Oh, come on. I missed the bulldoze button like twice. Nope, we need one more elevation step. It's 2 elevation steps. There we go. Okay. Now they're going to the train hub. Fantastic. That right there should buy us quite a lot of traffic reduction here, once they start properly pathfinding to here. Now, I don't know. That's a multi-platform end station. We're not worried about that sort of thing right now, but I am wondering if we go into our mass transit view here, this one specifically, or rather, maybe if we go into our economy tab and in our budget, let's see, is there a difference between trains and cargo trains? No. Is there a train depot the way buses work? I don't think so. I think this just is fine. I don't currently see any trains. But they're definitely loading up here, and once they get sufficiently loaded, I would think that a train would be dispatched.
We want you to trust us with your money, because it's with your
But where does the train come from?
Money.
Do they have to come from outside?
It's money business. You give your money to us, and it will grow with interest. That's the plan, at least. Maybe
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Imagine
I'm gonna go up to speed 3. Oh, there it is. It just appears.
If you had a money pet
and now it's loading, and off it goes.
Okay. You want to go money fishing,
transporting
so
cargo to cargo hub.
You know, just come
fantastic.
to us. We have even more metaphors that allow us to avoid saying
so that should keep our cargo off of the highways. So between cargo being kept off of the highways and passengers to some degree being kept off of the highways, that should at least hugely reduce this traffic jam. Now we still, I believe, have some forestry products on the way over here. Yeah, we do. But this is going specifically to the cargo hub, and this should also reduce this traffic jam, and should reduce this traffic jam substantially. So that's excellent. Now we do have a bit of desire for commercial, and I'm going to need to figure out where exactly we want to put some commercial. How long until we have our academic year? That's close. We're not quite there on students right now, and our attractiveness is a little low. Because we've lost. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and put down one additional attractiveness building. So we're going to put a fountain right there. That should, once it comes online, put us over the edge, right? Maybe? Maybe not quite enough. One more academic statue? We've got room over here. There we go. That's enough campus attractiveness. Now we just need students. I mean, we've got plenty of capacity. That's definitely not a concern. There, now we've got enough students. So once the academic year ends, as long as we don't lose students, which we just did, but I think we're going to continue to gain students over the course of the year. I hope. Well, we're down to 1780 now. 1791. Maybe we should do universal education? I mean, our tuition fees are $27K. We can afford it for one. We can afford to have universal education for the Seaside College. We can't afford it for the Academiopolis Institute. But since we're just trying to level up the Seaside College, I think this is fine. We'll see if we can get our students in over here. All we need to do is get 10 more students and we'll be fine. So I think that's good. How's our traffic jam coming? It seems to be lessening as we have less demand to go up over in this direction. There's still a lot of vehicles, to be sure. But the train infrastructure should help matters a lot. So yeah, there goes a train. I mean, it's definitely not fully loaded. It's only at 13% load. So come on, guys. I need you to be delivering more to the train terminal. And less by truck. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.